Hello and welcome to another segment of Weekly Rudiments. This is a chance for beginners, intermediate, and some advanced percussionists to practice rudiments throughout the course of the week. This segment is going to consist of two more rudiments. These two rudiments utilize the flam and the drag. We talked about these two rudiments, the flam and the drag, in a previous video. If you haven't gotten to that video yet, I'll leave a link in the description below for you. The first rudiment that we're going to talk about is the flam tap. It is just like how it says in its name. You do a flam first, and then you do a tap on the same hand that you had the primary note. So if I start on my right hand, and I'll be mirroring you, so I'll be using my left hand. So if I started with a flam on the right hand, then I do a tap on the right hand, a small tap, basically just a downstroke. Okay, so it's just going to be like this, really quick. Repeat it: flam, tap, flam, tap, flam, tap, flam, tap, flam, tap, flam, tap. That'll be a good way to do this exercise at the beginning, just to practice flam taps on one hand, not worrying about alternating right now. So what we're going to do is we are going to get our metronome going. I've got my metronome here ready on my phone, and we are going to do it at a couple of different speeds. First, we're going to start slow, and then we're going to start slowly speeding up. So we're going to do our flam taps on one hand for 16 beats. So that's counting eighth notes for us. So it's going to be flam, tap, in eighth notes. Here we go. 16 on one hand. Go. Halfway there. Great. Switch hands. So starting now on the left hand. Ready, set, here we go. Flam, tap, flam, tap. Halfway there. Great. Now we're going to speed up the tempo. If you want to go back and do those types of ones, either on the right hand or the left hand, feel free to rewind the video. A little faster at 80 beats a minute. Starting on the right hand. 1, 2, ready, go. Halfway there. Right hand, or left hand, sorry, ready, go. Great. We're going to speed it up one more time for you. Again, what we want to focus on is keeping the flams down low. We don't want to see both sticks coming up really high like this. Only one of them is going to be doing that as we do a complete downstroke to get these accents at the beginning. Accent, accent, tap, accent, tap. We don't want to see both sticks come up at the same time. Notice how my flam hand is very low. It's down there really close to the drum pad. Okay, one more time. Starting on the right first, a little faster. 1, 2, ready, go. Flam tap, flam tap. Left hand, ready, go. Great. For more of you advanced players, why don't we just go a little bit faster? Here we go, 120 beats a minute, starting on the right hand. 1, 2, ready, go. Left hand, ready, go. One more time for me. Ready, go. So you'll notice if you take both hands really slowly, one hand is doing consistent eighth notes, one with an accent and one without. And the flam hand is just doing a quarter note with a low tap. No matter which hand we start with, we'll either be getting eighth notes or the flam hand. So whichever hand you start with, it's going to be that same pattern. Now let's talk about going over and doing it alternated. So, because most of the time when we do our flam taps, it's going to be alternated sticking. So we're going to have to alternate our hands right away. So that's going to look really quick like this. We're going to start on our right hand. Again, I'm mirroring you, so I'll be on the left hand. So it'll look something like this. Right, right, left, left. Right, right, left, left. Right, right, left, right, right, left. Now if you'll notice, when you watch this video, one of my hands is coming up to hit the primary stroke on the accent. That space is going to be important when you're practicing this. Okay, let's try it first on the right hand. Remember, we're alternating. And 1, 2, start on the right. Start on the left, ready, go. Left, right, left. Awesome, we're going to speed up the tempo. We're at 80 beats a minute. Make sure that your sticks are still staying on the same plane on the drum pad in this middle area. Here we go. Start on the right, and 1, 2, ready, go. Left hand, ready, go. And one more speed up. Again, once you get the hands used to this pattern, you can do this even faster, and you'll find it's a little bit easier going faster if you focus on the movements of each hand at the slower tempo. Here we go, 100 beats a minute. 1, 2, ready, go. Left hand, ready, and go. Nice job. So there's a bunch of different combinations of flam taps that you can do. There's also a triple version. We'll talk about that later. We're just talking about the duple version for right now. So those are two different types of flam taps that you can utilize this week in your practice. Our second half of this is the drag tap. It's very similar to the flam tap, except we do a drag at the beginning, which is 2 grace notes before the primary beat. So we'll do a similar exercise using the drag tap as we did with the flam tap. So we'll do a drag on the left hand, followed by a primary stroke on the right hand and a tap on the right hand. It looks something like this. And obviously we'll do this at varying speeds and tempos. So we're going to start with the right hand. Here we go. Drag, tap, ready, go. On the left hand, ready, and go. halfway. Awesome. Now we're going to speed up the tempo to 80 beats a minute. Same thing. Right hand first. 1, 2, ready, go. Halfway. In order to get the drags, you want to make sure that you're kind of not gripping the stick too hard, but putting some extra pressure, extra press down into the drumstick as you're doing the drags. Let's start on the right hand with that one. Ready, go. Sorry, my bad. Let's start that again. 2, ready, go. My bad, that was kind of difficult for me. For the sake of the video, we're going to go on a little bit. We're going to go to 100 beats a minute. Here we go. Right hand first. 1, 2, ready, go. And on the left hand, go. One more time for me. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so remember to practice that on both hands, right hand and left hand. What we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the drag tap, but in a triplet form. So we talked about the flam tap being in a duple form, and it could also be in a triple form. For right now, we're just going to talk about the drag tap in a triple form. So basically, in a triple form, we're thinking of triplets or 3 notes to the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That kind of beat rather than 1, 2, 1, and 1, and 1, and that type of thing. So the way this is going to look is we're going to do a tap in our right hand, and then we're going to do a slow drag, which will look like a diddle, in our left hand. So this will be 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And the third beat is going to be a small tap stroke so we can get ready for an accent on the next stroke. So it'll look like this. Accent, drag, tap, and then we'll go to the left hand. Accent, drag, tap, accent, drag, tap, accent, drag, tap, accent, and so on and so forth. We'll speed up gradually. You want to work out the sticking combination and just the overall feel with your hands in the slower tempo. So we're going to start off with 50 beats a minute. I know it seems kind of slow, but it'll help us get the hand motion of this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to start on the right hand. We're going to do this 8 times through. 2, ready, go. Accent. Again, ready, go. Notice how we're still staying with the 3 beat, the 3 subdivision pattern. Start on the left hand, 2, ready, go. Again, one more time. Ready, go. Again, notice how the drags and the tap at the end are both small, and then the accent is on the beginning of each beat. We're going to speed this up just a little bit. We're going to go to 66 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's getting a little faster. Again, if you can't go this fast, that's okay. That's what practicing is for, and then you can also change the playback speed for this video as well. Here we go. 1, 2, start on the right, ready, go. Again, ready, go. Left hand, ready, go. Again, ready, go. Awesome. We're going to speed it up one more time. The slower you start, you also want to remember that as you do these drags faster, they're going to feel more like double strokes. So the easier or the quicker that you can start to feel these as double strokes in the drags, the easier it'll be to speed up the tempo. Okay, let's go to 78. So as we're getting faster, you want to start to feel these drags more like double strokes. Here we go. Let's start on the right hand. 1, 2, ready, go. Again, ready, go. Left hand, ready, go. Again, ready, go. Awesome. So again, practice these slow, and then start as you get more familiar with the hand coordination and how the hands are supposed to feel and what each hand is supposed to be doing. Then you can start to speed up the tempo. If you can't do it slow, you will not be able to do it fast. This concludes our next weekly Rudiments video. If you like this video, feel free to drop it a like. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll have some more resources for you to check out in the description below. Until next time, happy practicing and happy drumming.